Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to give you guys this quick message. Spirit want you guys to know that slavery was created to cause division in between the races, and the devil picked the fair-skinned race of people, which is the white race, because those people, how was he just picked them. Let's just get it that way. He picked those people so to make them superior and to create divisions in between the races, because in the bloodline that Satan came into, the Antichrist is born into, is a white bloodline. So these witches, how can I say, because they're warlocks. These warlocks through generations knew that the Antichrist was coming. So what they did was, since they knew he was coming and they knew he was going to be born before the Satan incarnate was going to be born before the incarnate of Jesus Christ. So Satan incarnate was already born before Jesus Christ. So what they did was prepared, and they prepared the nations through. That's why all the art was messed up. Our noses on, like, the statues messed up, because they didn't want us to. They didn't want the truth to be known that Jesus is a black man. Jesus has always been a black man and a black woman, because there's a masculine and a feminine energy of the soul of Jesus Christ. Let's just be clear about that. Jesus is a twin flame. There's a masculine and a feminine energy. What people don't know is that the feminine, well, not the feminine as in the body form of Jesus Christ. I mean, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm getting too excited because this is craziness. This is imperative. Spirit said that we know this. So the incarnate of Jesus Christ, the female, the actual that looked like a female, she's gone. So Satan is depowered as we speak, because his twin flame, because he has a twin flame and it's gone. She's gone. It's just him that's left here. Only him. He's left here. That's why they say Lilith. We'll get into that another. Spirit told me just bypass it. Let's give you the guys the basics. But the incarnate of of Satan, which is the Antichrist, his twin flame is gone, and he's the male version. Physical male is left. Let's put it that way, because this can easily get twisted. So I'm trying to break it down as easy and basic to understand, so it won't be confusing, so you can identify who this individual is, because he's actually in a body form. He's actually in a body form, and he's born into male warlocks. They did this to black people to enslave them. The slavery was the purpose of making the white race superior, simply because that's where they knew that Satan, the bloodline of Satan, was going to come through. Not saying all white people are evil. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is they knew that this Antichrist was going to come through the white bloodline. So that's why they made white people the superior race. That's why these warlocks invented slavery, to enslave the black people, get them mental illnesses, to make us poverty. And because a lot of black people, we're the 12 tribes of Judah. A lot of black people, the colored people, are really closer to God because we have more melanin in our skin by nature. That's by design, period. But not saying somebody is less than or equal to, but by design, because we're the first of humanity. A black person, a black man is the first, and they know Jesus Christ was going to come through this this toned skin. So the incarnate of Jesus is already here, and he's a twin flame too. Jesus have a female body, twin flame, male body, twin flame. And that's the war. That's the war that's going on right now spiritually. That's the war that's going on. But the reason why slavery was invented was because the Antichrist, they knew that he was going to come through that bloodline. And see, when you talk about bloodlines and all this, I'm not getting so deep into the scientists of it and all that. I'm just telling you what God showed me. That's why they invented slavery. White warlocks sat there and they invented slavery, played with science, played with our DNA. That's why they invented slavery, so they can extract all our knowledge from our DNA. And now it's at a point where we're awakening. We're awakened to our spirituality, to our true form, to where we come from. And this is what the war is about. This is what slavery was about, to depower Jesus Christ, to depower the real, true chosen ones of God, the true chosen ones. Okay, so this what the war was about, to break it down to basic form. You could get all technical with it all you want to, all that, but slavery was invented because these warlocks knew that Jesus Christ was a black man. Come on now. And they did this to the nose. They messed up the nose of our statues in Africa and all these different cultures, so that we wouldn't know the truth. Because if you look at black people's nose, their nose is very particular. It's wider. They're thicker. You know what I'm saying? And since the bloodlines are being mixed up, that's why they wanted to end. Excuse me. I'm getting so excited, y'all. That's why they wanted to intertwine the races. That's why they wanted to mix the races. I'm not against mixed races. I'm not against any of that. I'm just telling you the plot of the warlocks, which is the bloodline of the Antichrist, Satan. This is why they did what they did, so the people can be confused at who's the true and living Jesus Christ. Because Jesus Christ walked the face of this earth, and he's in two bodies. He's not in one body. Jesus Christ is in two bodies, a female and a male body. The Antichrist is a white man. He's not black. He's white. So that's why they had to make the right race superior over any other race, because the Antichrist was coming through that bloodline. They already knew. They prepared for him to come through that bloodline. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm receiving it. It could be a higher concept or whatever, but for the basic knowledge, just to get it out there. Slavery was invented because the Antichrist bloodline, that's the Antichrist bloodline, is through the right race. Point blank simple. The black race is where Jesus Christ's soul is coming from. It's just where he's incarnated through. So that lets me know through the bloodline that Jesus was black back in the day. That's why they destroyed the noses of our statues. That's why they hid knowledge. That's why in every picture you see there's a white Jesus when Jesus was black. He was never white. He was black. Okay? God is slowly revealing me the truth, and this is why they're messing with memory spells at this time. Time spells. This is why they don't want, because our DNA is being activated and is being dropped into our spirits, into our souls of who we are. And they know once we wake the fuck all the way up, it's overtime. It's overtime. So, I'm not against race, because I'm not here to discriminate against anybody. But I'm giving you what God showed me. The Antichrist came through the right race, and that's why they made the white race, try to make it superior over the black race, because Jesus Christ his soul was to incarnate her, because he's both energies, was to be incarnated through the black race. So in that being said, Jesus Christ was black back in the day. He was never a white man. He was always a black man. Black woman, however you want to pull it. That's why Naomi said, a black woman, the first woman. Okay? God, he be revealing stuff to me, and this is why people mess with your mind, mess with our DNA, want our blood, want all these different things from us. Because the Antichrist came through the white bloodline, and Jesus came through the black bloodline. That's just point blank, period. That's what it is. So at the end of the day, this is why slavery was created. This is why the division and racism was created, because of the Antichrist. He came through that bloodline. That's the bloodline that they wanted him to come through. And that's the division in between the races. That's why everybody's like, well, I don't see nothing wrong with it. It was never nothing wrong with it, because whatever God made was good. It's when Satan, the Antichrist, these warlocks, came against God, that it made it a problem. Because what God said, whatever he created in the beginning was good. It's when Satan whispered in Eve's ear and she bit, that she took a bite out of the fruit that she wasn't supposed to. You get what I'm saying? So, and that's, people think that that's the beginning, but God showed me that's not the beginning. It's a verse in the Bible. I don't know, I can't quote it, but you can go back when Jesus was raped by his own son, and that's where the curse began, because the devil spoke into one of Jesus' sons, and his own son was tempted by the devil and influenced by the devil to rape Jesus while he was sleeping. And that's where the devil started to mess with our mind. That's when all this mental, and it just kept going on and on and on. But not to get too deep into that, because I can go on and on about it. But this is the difference. This is why slavery was created. Devil came through the white bloodline. The Antichrist came through the white bloodline. His days is numbered. Black people came through. Jesus came through the black bloodline. He was always black, always a black man. So black people, it's been proven. We have been here since the beginning of the time. We was the first to create it. It's just like when you have an older brother or sister. That's first by nature. It's not because of anything. It's just that's the way God made it, for you to be first. And the black race was first, no matter how far they try to take us from the truth, because that's what Satan wants. He's a liar and a deceiver. Remember what the Bible says? He's a liar and a deceiver. So he'll take little small things and he'll, make it seem like it's true, but it's not. It's a deception. And you have to have discernment of spirit, and you really have to sit with God to hear him, to understand and see through the trickery and the illusions. We've all been tricked. We've all been lied to. So don't ever think that somebody just sat up there like, or just one person. It was a group of warlocks, a group of warlocks who was against being balanced. That's why they want to rape, because they know rape cause mental illness. That's why they want to lie, to destroy, because they don't want us to wake up to who the fuck we are. Point blank, period. And now is the season. Now is the time for us to wake up and be who we are and step into our power. Slavery was created by a bunch of warlock witches, male witches, who was against Christ, meaning against Christ, the soul, Jesus, that God put down here for him to come and show you the way, the truth, and the light. They didn't want us to know the truth and the light. They want to lock us into our lower selves so we can stay chained to the devil way of thinking and the devil way of thinking. That's why this world is going. Hungry, homeless, all this, not enough food, because that's what the devil wants. Because God always make plentiful. He always make enough. It's only the devil mind, the devil and his antics, that make you wonder, like, well, why would God do this? Because God didn't do that. The devil did it. Okay? So I hope that stir up your spirits. I know it's going to be kind of controversial. I know a lot of people going to be mad at it, but it's the truth. And if that wasn't the truth, go look back at the facts. Why did they break our noses off the statues? Why was it Willie Lynch letter, how to create a slave? Why was that ever invented? That's some evil, some dark ass shit, right? That's some dark entity type shit. So go ponder on that. Sit with God on that one. I'll holler.